In a dramatic turn of events in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, federal authorities arrested Milwaukee County Circuit Judge Hannah Dugan on Friday, April 25, 2025, charging her with obstructing an Immigration and Customs Enforcement (ICE) operation. The arrest, which unfolded at the Milwaukee County Courthouse, has ignited a firestorm of controversy, spotlighting the Trump administration's aggressive immigration enforcement tactics and deepening tensions with local judicial systems. The incident at the heart of the case occurred on April 18, when ICE agents arrived at the courthouse with an administrative warrant to detain Eduardo Flores Ruiz, a Mexican national facing 3 misdemeanor battery charges stemming from a dispute with roommates. Flores Ruiz was scheduled to appear in Judge Dugan's courtroom for a pretrial hearing. According to a detailed FBI affidavit, ICE agents presented their warrant to court officials, but Dugan, a seasoned judge with 9 years on the bench, reportedly demanded additional information and directed the agents to consult with Chief Judge Carl Ashley before proceeding with the arrest. What followed has become the crux of the federal charges against Dugan. The affidavit alleges that Dugan, visibly agitated and describing the situation as absurd, left the bench and entered her chambers. While ICE agents were meeting with Ashley, Dugan is accused of taking deliberate steps to help Flores Ruiz avoid apprehension. Court documents state that she escorted Flores Ruiz and his attorney out of the courtroom through a side door typically reserved for jurors, leading to a non-public area of the courthouse. The FBI affidavit notes that this was highly irregular, emphasizing that defendants and their attorneys never used the jury door under normal circumstances. A courtroom deputy reportedly overheard Dugan say something akin to "Wait, come with me," as she guided Flores Ruiz and his counsel out. This alleged act of misdirection allowed Flores Ruiz to temporarily slip away from federal agents. However, the escape was short-lived. ICE agents later spotted Flores Ruiz in a courthouse hallway, triggering a dramatic foot chase that involved not only ICE but also FBI and Drug Enforcement Administration (DEA) agents who were present. Flores Ruiz was ultimately apprehended and remains in federal custody. FBI Director Kash Patel announced Dugan's arrest in a now-deleted post on X, stating, "Just now the FBI arrested Judge Hannah Dugan out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin on charges of obstruction, after evidence of Judge Dugan obstructing an immigration arrest operation last week." Patel claimed Dugan intentionally misdirected federal agents to allow Flores Ruiz, whom he described as an illegal alien, to evade arrest. He further noted that Dugan's actions created increased danger to the public, though agents successfully captured Flores Ruiz. The reason for Patel's deletion of the post remains unclear, and neither the FBI's Washington nor Milwaukee field offices have responded to requests for comment. Attorney General Pam Bondi also weighed in on X, confirming the arrest. "I can confirm that our FBI agents just arrested Hannah Dugan, a county judge in Milwaukee, for allegedly helping an illegal alien avoid an arrest by at ICE.gov. No one is above the law." Bondi's statement underscores the administration's hardline stance on immigration enforcement and its willingness to target even sitting judges who appear to obstruct federal operations. Dugan, 65, faces 2 federal felony counts: obstruction of an official proceeding and concealing an individual to prevent their arrest. She was arrested at approximately 8:30 a.m. in the courthouse parking lot and appeared before U.S. Magistrate Judge Stephen Dries later that morning. During the brief hearing, her attorney, Craig Mastantuono, expressed Dugan's regret and argued that her arrest was not made in the interest of public safety. Dugan was released from custody pending an arraignment scheduled for May 15, 2025. The arrest has sparked intense political and public debate. Democratic lawmakers have condemned the move as an overreach by the Trump administration. Wisconsin Representative Mark Pocan told Axios, "This is stuff I expect from third-world countries," accusing the administration of breaking norms in its handling of immigration and judicial matters. Representative Greg Landsman of Ohio called the arrest unbelievable, arguing it undermines claims of law and order. On the other hand, some Republican voices and conservative commentators have praised the arrest, framing it as a necessary response to judicial overreach and noncompliance with federal immigration laws. The incident is not an isolated one at the Milwaukee County Courthouse. The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel reports that ICE agents have appeared at the courthouse with arrest warrants at least 3 times in recent months, highlighting ongoing friction between federal immigration authorities and local judicial systems. Chief Judge Carl Ashley had been working on a draft policy to regulate where ICE could conduct enforcement actions within the courthouse, emphasizing that such actions should avoid courtrooms and private areas to maintain safety and order. The FBI affidavit notes Ashley's efforts to balance courthouse operations with federal mandates, but Dugan's alleged actions appear to have crossed a legal threshold. Dugan's legal career has been marked by a commitment to civil law and community service. A graduate of the University of Wisconsin Law School, she previously worked as a civil attorney, served with the Legal Aid Society and Legal Action of Wisconsin, and was executive director of Catholic Charities. Elected to the Milwaukee County Circuit Court in 2016 and re-elected in 2022, she primarily oversees misdemeanor cases. Her current term extends to 2028. Despite her arrest, Dugan remains on the bench, though a note posted on her courtroom door days before the incident urged anyone feeling unsafe to request a Zoom appearance, possibly in response to the growing presence of ICE at the courthouse. The case reflects broader policy shifts under the Trump administration. During the Biden administration, ICE was prohibited from making arrests in sensitive locations such as schools and churches. In January 2025, the Trump administration rescinded that policy, issuing new guidelines that explicitly permit immigration enforcement in courthouses under specific conditions. This change has amplified tensions with local authorities, who argue that such actions deter individuals from attending court for minor legal matters, potentially undermining public safety.